Time for big horsepower and big hair.
You're watching Monster Truck Attitude.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome in, Diecast Monster Truck Racing fans, and welcome to Thursday Night Thunder. We've got 8 of the best Diecast Monster Trucks ready to rip, roar, and let it fly here tonight inside of the MTA Arena. The Alien Machine comes in as defending champion and overall points leader. He's looking to keep it that way. Round 1 action coming at you. Master of Disaster set to take on Bounty Hunter. Jester goes one-on-one with Excalibur Dragon Slayer, set to take on Little Tiger. And at the end of the night in round 1, Alien is going to go one-on-one with Destroyer. Now coming to the line right now, new kid on the block, 𝐬𝐝𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼ngton, and the all-new Master of Disaster Chevrolet is going to take on a long-time MTA veteran. That's Tim Cantwell out of 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, Kansas, over there in the Bounty Hunter Ford, ready to throw down. He came into Thursday Night Thunder at the top of the January season as defending champion. Wants to get the flag back on the Bounty Hunter. We'll see what he's got against the new rookie on the inside lane. The green light goes down. Ford and Chevrolet down that straightaway. Bounty Hunter with the slight lead. Master of Disaster making up the crowd now. On the big end, the new kid on the block, Master of Disaster, will take home a win here tonight in round 1 over the Bounty Hunter. We're going to go back and look at the MTA replay. Bounty Hunter got him off the hole shot down that straightaway. Up now over the first jump. They settle it down here in no man's land, and the Master of Disaster comes away with a victory over here on the inside lane, taking out the veteran in the Bounty Hunter. Next up here tonight inside of round 1, the bad boy, Johnny Retlaw, returning, former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, the Jester coming to the line. He's going to be taking on his old truck he used to drive out here on the circuit. Josh Rhodes over here in the all-new Excalibur Chevrolet, driving for the Crush This race team, ready to go now on the inside lane. So we're going to see who's going to match up against Master of Disaster in semis. Here goes Jester and Excalibur. Green light going down now off the line, side by side down the straightaway. Shoot out to the finish line. Excalibur in trouble. He turns it over. Hits the seat container down inside of the shutdown area. And over goes Josh Rhodes in the Excalibur Chevrolet. What a ride it was for him over here on the inside lane. He tried to keep it together coming out of no man's land, but Johnny Retlaw and Jester knocking on the back door the entire race. As we go back down and check out the replay again, side by side, up and over the first jump, Excalibur starting to get a little more speed as they go over the final set of cars, and it was just enough to take out Jester as he tanks into that seat container. Over he goes. The truck didn't look like it was hurt too bad, but nonetheless, we will have an update from the Crush This race team and the Excalibur crew down in the pits later on tonight to see if there's any damage done to the Excalibur Chevrolet. Right now, our MTA track crew and officials that are down there turning them shiny side up, and again, it doesn't look like the truck got hurt too bad. Maybe a little bit of body damage done. They should be able to come back for semifinal competition. What a ride it was for Excalibur, moving right along inside of round 1. Larry Ramsdale made his debut just a couple of months ago, back here tonight out of the Backyard Beast race team. Dragon Slayer ready to go to take on the crazy cat Jason Wook and Little Tiger out of Big Lake, Minnesota. The Ford power plant over there on the outside lane, looking to do good here tonight and get those points up by the end of the season. He's got to go through one tough competitor. Larry Ramsdale proven he's been in the final round showdown many times. What's he got against Little Tiger? Here's the green light down the straightaway. Little Tiger with a slight lead, but Dragon Slayer making up the ground on the inside lane. But Jason Wook and Little Tiger right there with him all the way down to the finish line. I'm still not sure who got the win here tonight on Thunder. We got to go back and check out the MTA replay again. Side by side down the straightaway. They go up now over the first jump. Right here in no man's land. Shootout over the final set of cars. And Dragon Slayer pulls it out by about half a truck here tonight over Little Tiger. So the Dragon Slayer advancing on in the semifinal competition. And we're going to find out who he's going to match up against here tonight in our semifinals, because right now Joseph Nelson comes back, 3-time Smashdown champion Destroyer, ready now to take on Jimmy Cartwright, the new kid on the block, in that bad, fast alien machine. He got his first big-time win out here at Full Throttle when that truck debuted at the MTA 2025 build-off here on the YouTube channel. Right now he's representing the checker flag on the back of that truck. Can he hold on to it? Destroyer on the inside wants it bad. Green light goes down. Alien with a hole shot. Destroyer trying to make up the ground now on the inside lane. What a matchup here in round 1 competition. Champion versus challenger. Destroyer David only had over here on the inside lane. We're going to go back up and take another look at the replay. Again, Alien got the lead on him down that straightaway, but Destroyer makes up the ground on the inside lane. Shootout over the final set of cars, and there you see it. Jim Cartwright and an Alien will pull it out by inches over Joseph Nelson and Destroyer here tonight. So the flag will stay on the back of the Alien machine. But right now, we're heading down to the pit area where we've teamed up with Crush This, and we're getting a word that Excalibur will make the call. As you can tell, they got the other display trucks and former race trucks out here, but the truck that started the season over here on the inside of the shop, you see they're down there thrashing on it, making sure he's going to be at 100% and making it back for semifinal competition. Again, a wild ride for Josh Rhodes and Excalibur. He got into the sea container earlier tonight in the shutdown area. He's going to be back for semis, they've confirmed, so we can't wait to see this matchup as we break down our semifinal competition. Jamie Howington returns in Master of Disaster. He'll take on Josh Rhodes and Excalibur. They are ready to go in our first matchup of semis. Then we're taking a look at Larry Ramsdale in the Dragon Slayer. He's setting out to take on defending champion Jim Cartwright in an Alien. He's ready to go over there on the back half of semifinals. But right now, coming to the line, Josh Rhodes coming back in the Excalibur Chevrolet, out here gunning for his third Thursday Night Thunder Championship. He will now take on the new kid on the block, Jamie Howington, in the Master of Disaster Chevrolet, ready to go on the outside lane. He's still looking for his very first MTA win. We'll see what he's got against the old pro on the inside lane. A couple of old school trucks. Master of Disaster and Excalibur. The green light goes down. Master of Disaster with a lead on him. Excalibur making up the ground on the big end here. What a ride for Josh Rhodes as he made up the ground and came away with a victory here in semifinal action. What a matchup it was. Jamie Howington wasn't giving him an inch out here as they went across the final set of cars. We go back, look at this replay. You see Master of Disaster on the outside, had the slight lead, but Excalibur kept it low to the ground, making up the ground here tonight, and he will take home a win, putting the Excalibur Chevrolet inside of the final round showdown. So that brings up the question, who is he going to meet there? Will it be Larry Ramsdale in the Dragon Slayer, who we saw earlier tonight eliminate Little Tiger in round one? He's back here tonight looking for a third Thunder Championship. He will now take on defending Thunder Champion Jim Cartwright in an Alien, a truck he built himself and sent down here to the MTA circuit. Ready to rock and roll on the outside lane. We'll see what he's got against Larry Ramsdale on the inside lane. A couple of great new rookies to the MTA scene. Battle for the flag in semis. Green light goes down now. Alien and Dragon Slayer down the straightaway. The Alien's got to leave, but Dragon Slayer making up the ground on the big end. Larry Ramsdale came from behind on the inside lane. What a matchup it was, but Jimmy Cartwright and an Alien holding down the flag on the outside lane was right there with him. We're going to go back and check out the MTA replay. Not sure who got the victory here in semifinals. Alien has the slight lead down that straightaway. Watch your inside lane. Here comes Larry Ramsdale now over the final set of cars. He'll pull it out. He'll dethrone the champion here tonight in semifinal action. What a matchup that was, and that will set the tone for the final round showdown. But ladies and gentlemen, I have to remind you that coming up at the end of the month, January 31st, 2026, the 8 trucks that are competing over on the Smashdown roster this season are going to be battling it out against the 8 trucks from Thursday Night Thunder this season in January at Revenge. We can't wait to see you there again. That's going to be January 31st, 2026. Revenge is happening. 16 of the baddest trucks are going to be throwing it down at that event. But right now it's time for the final round showdown. It's what we all come to see. Championship flag up for grabs. We will crown an all-new Thunder champion here tonight. Josh Rhodes returns at Excalibur. Larry Ramsdale back here tonight. Former 2-time Thunder champion, the Dragon Slayer, looking strong. Another 2-time champion is Josh Rhodes and Excalibur. Both these drivers are looking for their third Thunder championship here tonight. Dragon Slayer representing the Backyard Beast race team. Excalibur on the inside. He's representing the Crush This race team. Who's taking home the championship flag? Dragon Slayer, Excalibur. It's showtime here tonight on Thunder down the straightaway, side by side, up and over the cars. Now and Excalibur pulls it out, and over goes the Dragon Slayer. On the outside lane, Larry Ramsdale couldn't hold it down over the final set of cars. What a ride for Josh Rhodes and Excalibur. He didn't give an inch all the way down to the finish line. Let's go back down and check out our Thursday Night Thunder replay. Again, they were pretty much even down that straightaway. Shootout over the first jump. Dragon Slayer was already out of shape in no man's land. Bobbing up on the final set of cars. Over he goes. And how about Josh Rhodes and Excalibur slamming into that sea container down there in the shutdown area. But ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for your new Thursday Night Thunder champion, Josh Rhodes in Excalibur. And a big-time win for the Crush This Race team. They have dominated all week long as Austin Spence and Boss Gator took home the Smashdown win earlier this week. So Crush This on top. But right now, the overall point standings, Jim Cartwright and an Alien still number 1 with 180 points. But Josh Rose making up some ground here this week. Went from 7th to 2nd with 175. Then Bounty Hunter and Dragon Slayer battling it out right there for mid-position at 165 points. The latter half is 155 to 150 right there in the bottom seed of the points chase. But ladies and gentlemen, we still got a lot more great racing still to come for the January season. The points chase isn't over. 2 more weeks of racing, and not to mention we got an all-new champion here tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. Be sure to crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.